Hello guys, welcome back to the Shut It Down Sports Podcast. Today's episode 2. Today we're going to be talking about Super Bowl predictions and a little bit about college football. Hope y'all enjoy.
I was on a rocket top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smog and smoke on rocket top, ain't no telephone bills. Oh, rocket top, you'll always be home sweet.
Fade out. That's a great fade out. You don't just want to turn it off, folks. We're learning, okay? New week, new games to talk about. Praise the Lord, college football is back. New week, new us, new lighting, okay? We bought Tatum these lights. Might as well use them for something. All right, here we go. So, I'm going to start out hot this week, folks. First off, thank you so much, Daniel Doss, for allowing us to use that beautiful, beautiful piece of music. I do have to, my buddies in Kentucky, they're going to give me a hard time. Number one, like we mentioned last week, we've got a Tennessee blanket. Who would ever thought I'd be in a sports podcast with a Tennessee blanket? And the intro song is Daniel Doss. But that's how much I love Daniel Doss and his voice. And this is a beautiful piece of music. But can I just go on Tatum and tell you how much I despise the song Rocky Top?
You hate it.
Hate it. I grew up going to Kentucky football games, and they played it every single time they scored. So, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Eric Ainge, Jimmy Clausen, Casey Clausen, I can't remember. Every time we would lose by a lot. So they would score a lot of points, and I heard it over and over and over again. We'll get to the Tennessee-Kentucky thing way later, but we've got a ton to talk about. As Tatum mentioned, we've got college football week 1. We've got some NFL predictions we did not get to last week. We've got Stat Boy 1, Stat Boy 2 up here. We've got fans in the audience. We are ready to get going. So we'll start, number one, with our sponsor. One of our sponsors, we have 313 Landscaping. Tatum, tell the folks about 313 Landscaping.
So, we talked about it last week. Just a good lawn mowing company and landscaping. They do a great job, and they can do really anything as long as it's like with your yard, trees, whatever.
Yeah, so one thing we're going to talk about with both of our sponsors is the key word here, reasonable. Reasonable prices. They probably undercharge a little bit, to be honest with you folks. But again, great, hardworking folks. All right, here we go. Week 1, college football, and I would like to announce a funeral. All right? Alabama football.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Tatum. What happened?
So we lost their coach. They lost their coach. They did good last year. I think it was because of their QB a lot. But yeah, they didn't have Nick Saban.
Nick Saban.
They didn't have him, and I think he was just probably the best college football coach ever, I would say. But I haven't watched that much college football. Yeah, they just blow out. But Florida State also did good. So yeah.
Yeah. So, and you would be right, Tatum. I would agree. Nick Saban, greatest college coach of all time. I do not hate Alabama or their fans like a lot of people here in Tennessee do. I have a mutual respect because Alabama football, very similar to me to Kentucky basketball, similar states where no pro sports teams live or die with every week. So it's the end of an era, I feel. So Tatum is 11. My oldest Stat Boy 2 over here is 13. All they've known is Alabama being the program, okay? To me, and I think that's over. Alabama football, you're kind of like the rest of us now. You may go 8-4, you may go 9-3, you may even have a really good year and go 11-1. However, you being the dominant program that it's been, those days officially ended on Saturday. Shout out to Florida State, shout out to Tommy Castellanos, who called his shot back in the summer, saying Nick Saban is not going to save you, and he did not. That was a beatdown. And again, the Ty Simpson kid from Alabama, he didn't start for multiple years, he wasn't very good. They never really said, okay, this is our guy. And then now all of a sudden he's not just going to walk in and be the guy. So to me, Tatum, this feels like 2015 Kentucky. We go 38-0. We lose to Wisconsin. And we haven't been the same since. We are no longer the it program. We've had some good years since then, but we were not the dynasty. We're not the dynasty that we once were. I think this is what's happened with Alabama.
Yeah. Shout out to our new stat boy, one of my other brothers. I don't know if he wants to be on camera or his name.
Probably not.
I think just Stat Boy 2 is a good name for
Stat
him.
Boy 2 also maybe works the Google machine a little bit faster than Stat Boy 1. Stat Boy 1 will be more of a true stat keeper, or anything that he doesn't know off the top of the dome. We'll go from there. Okay, so Alabama's done as the dynasty, the royal family of college football. Those days are over. So next we have we'll talk Tennessee, Syracuse. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tatum. That's all you, buddy.
So both teams did really good. They didn't do bad. I think just Tennessee's a bigger college than them. They got beat, I think, by like 2 touchdowns, 45-26. Both teams ran the ball good. Our new QB from UCLA, it wasn't a trade, I don't think, but I think they just both switched.
You can call it a trade. It wasn't an official trade, but you can call it that because Tennessee, no doubt, won that trade, right? And it just goes to show, folks, grass is not always greener, okay? Are you trying to better yourself or ask for more money? Maybe if you just water your own grass and just see how good you got it. I'm just saying, UCLA got their butts kicked. That was my wife. She tries to have that conversation with me about, not comparing and all that stuff. I don't know why we want to do, marriage tips in this podcast. This is a father-son sports podcast, but it is what it is. Anyway, any other things on? I thought Syracuse played well there at the end, fought at the end. Are you concerned at all with Tennessee's defense?
Not really. I mean, I didn't really watch the game. I just watched some of it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really watch most college football this past Saturday because I was somewhere, but I still watched mostly half of it, every game. But yeah.
All right. Any other things on Tennessee and Syracuse?
No.
Josh Heupel, still the man, still putting up a ton of points. So it should be interesting. I'm liking Tennessee at 8-4, 9-3. Could sneak in there, maybe long. I don't know, the long shot college football playoff team, but we'll see. Joey. I think they're already calling him Joey Heisman. Do you think that? What do you think he could win the Heisman?
Joey Heisman?
Yeah, Joey Aguilar.
I don't know.
Probably not. Okay.
Ohio State, Texas.
Ohio State, Texas. Go ahead, Tatum.
They did both really good. They didn't really complete a lot of plays. It was a very tight game the whole game. 14-7. Just heck of a job for both teams. I think it was the biggest game this past Saturday. Ohio State did great last year. And yeah.
So.
Shout out to Arch Manning. He did amazing this past Saturday.
Are you going to tell the people LOL? Because that is a joke. He was awful. Right? He was awful. Are you going to say, gotcha, tricked you? He was not very good. He did play well at the end. But again, he's been hyped up for so long. Do you still have faith in Arch Manning? Like that he's going to be good?
Not really.
No?
No.
I don't know. Okay, so Matt Patricia, Ohio State defensive coordinator, did a really good job of disguising a ton of looks, some stuff that you probably don't see in college. But Arch Manning clearly lost. He played well towards the end. But I don't understand, Tatum, why so many people were acting like this was his first time ever playing football. Now, going to Ohio State, defending national champions, Probably not the best situation to put your young quarterback in. However, he was not very good, but there has been so much hype that you probably do expect a sophomore quarterback or junior quarterback, whatever he is, redshirt freshman, I'm not sure, to play a little bit better. So Stat Boy, find out what grade he's in. So yeah, thank you football, thank you college football for giving us so many good games this first week. Okay, so Ohio State, Texas. Are you concerned if you're a Texas fan?
I mean,
like, do you think you still have a shot at winning the national title? Made it to the Final Four last year.
in football or basketball?
Football. Or the college football playoff. Semis.
I don't think. I mean, maybe.
Maybe. Arch Manning's got to play better. All right. Moving on. LSU, Clemson.
Oh, that was a good game. I think I watched the whole game of that one. They both did good. You know, somebody who was on fire. I don't know who. I just knew it was some player. I don't know what the score was. Don't have it on my paper. But yeah, heck of a job for both teams. You know who I'm saying it was
Garrett Nussmeier, as Stat Boy pointed out, played really well. I think he's probably the best quarterback in college football. Him coming back makes them national title contenders. LSU goes down and wins 17-10. Can we talk about? Do you remember when we watched Clemson get off the bus?
Yeah.
And then they run down the hill? That's got to be the stupidest intro in college football.
Yeah, it was stupid.
If I'm a 400-pound lineman and I got to sit with a bunch of big O jokers on the bus in pads, can't smell good, right? So, and then Dabo, what is he doing? Why do you have to be the center of attention? You're the coach. Let your players go. Nobody wants to see your old. Never mind. Okay, but
It was really stupid.
But again, who's the real Death Valley? All right, we figured that one out. LSU. Clemson gets to go to Death Valley, the real Death Valley, next year. So we'll kind of see. But overall, here's what happened Saturday night. LSU finally has a defense. They finally have a defense. They've had really good offenses, starting with Jaden Daniels a couple years back. They are legit. Go ahead, Tatum.
There was this one play towards the end where, like, there was this under review call.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should have been complete. It was so stupid.
It was
you could see it.
So again, we have a football here. Shout out to All the Move. We'll talk about them later. But if I catch it, it's a catch. What is a catch? Folks need to ask the question, because after that call, I don't know what a catch is. All right, Miami, Notre Dame. What we got, Tatum?
Miami, Notre Dame. Oh, Carson Beck, really good. Really, really good. Notre Dame, they did really good last year. Didn't really watch that game either. Of course, a lot of these games I had to look at highlights, but most of the games, I got to see. But yeah, good job for both of them. Miami won, right?
Miami won, game-winning field goal, 27-24. Carson Beck, he's back, okay? He got a lot of blame last year. His influencer girlfriend kind of threw him under the bus. I'm not saying he's a great boyfriend. What I am saying is he's back to playing really good football, okay? I think he got too much blame last year. I don't think Georgia had great receivers. I think their offensive line was average at best. And I think with your receivers, if they don't get open, it's hard to throw balls, okay? Hard to catch balls. So Carson Beck, he's back. Miami, I also think, is legit. I don't know if they can take the next step to be a national title contender, but I definitely look at them going 10-2. So it should be a battle for the ACC, going Miami, Clemson, maybe a dark horse like Louisville could sneak in there and go from there. Notre Dame, I thought the freshman quarterback, Carr, played really well for first game on the road at Miami. Took a lot of big hits. I think that Marcus Freeman does a tremendous job. I think that is going to be a team we look at later in the year. sometimes, as a coach, Tatum, sometimes, can I be real with you? Sometimes I want our guys to lose because they don't learn after wins.
Yeah.
Okay? So I think this loss is only going to get them better and propel them going forward. But it was a great game. Another great that one was on Sunday night, and then we've had football every single night, and it's wonderful. And right now we don't, but we're talking about football, which is great.
Mm-hmm. Just keeping the football going.
Keep the football going. All right.
We got 2 more, right?
We got 2 more. We have Bill Belichick. Okay, before we start talking football, Tatum, I'm just asking a question. No judgment here on this podcast. Bill Belichick. We know him, right? All right. Tatum, or Stat Boy, who is Bill Belichick?
He's 73 years old. He's the North Carolina's coach. He's been a really good coach the past years, yeah.
Okay. He has
him.
him.
Yeah.
6 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots. Could not get an NFL job. So he is now the head coach of North Carolina. Again, we're not talking football yet. No judgment. I'm asking Tatum here. Anybody want to take a guess how old his girlfriend is?
Probably young.
25. So I think 25. Google that, Stat Boy.
Is that illegal?
Is that legal?
No, because I thought it was like 10.
Well, yeah, so 73 minus 25, I believe, is 48 years difference. Am I right on that, Stat Boys?
Huh? Yeah, you're right.
How old is she? (24). Oh, even worse. All right, here we go. So, weird or no, Tatum? What do you think?
Very weird.
Okay.
But he's also a really good coach.
Yeah, he is.
Heck of a coach, but
Okay.
I never even knew that.
Yeah, it's wild. It is wild. So, we have Bill Belichick. Now we'll talk football. Okay,
Yeah.
Tatum says no judgment, but we will talk football now. We watched this game last night. Holy smokes!
It was great.
All right,
Who'd they play?
TCU, Texas Christian University.
Oh yeah. Wasn't that like a blowout?
That was a blowout. So first drive, you got Michael Jordan, Mia Hamm, Lawrence Taylor up in their box. Everybody, Bill Belichick talked about, we want Operation Football. Don't turn the ball over. Take care of the ball. Execute. And boy, they did that first drive. And then afterwards, it was an absolute beatdown.
Just as soon as they scored, it was done for TCU.
Yeah, I mean, it was there for a minute. It was like they couldn't stop not turning it over, right? So, not the best showing for Bill Belichick's first game. I don't think he has the roster yet to compete. But if you don't win, transfer portal might get a little. And again, that's a school like Kentucky where with NIL, who knows what's going to happen with, okay, is this money going to go to basketball? Is this money going to go to football? I know as a Kentucky fan, I know where I want the money to go in, but we'll get to that in basketball season. All right? So we're going to do one more thing with college football before we get into NFL. Oh! How can I forget my own team?
Ooh.
Kentucky Toledo. Hands up. I'm still concerned. We're 1-0. We're 1-0. 1-0. Yes, Stat Boy. I'm not talking about the Vandy game. They beat Charleston Southern. What was the score?
52-3.
Why would I talk about that?
I don't know.
Side note about Vandy is Diego Pavia's brothers got arrested, 2 of them on Broadway Saturday night. That can't be good. But, if that's the program they want to have, be a part of, and that Stat Boy wants to be a part of, and that's fine. Again, folks, I failed as a father. I got a Tennessee fan, Vandy fan. My oldest is the only one that has any sense. But anyway, go ahead.
Kentucky versus Toledo, good game. That was it was just a ton of interceptions and a ton of fumbles. Feel like a little bit for both teams. It wasn't just one. But 24-16. Think Kentucky was winning pretty good, and then It just.
Yeah, so Zach Calzada, we'll start with the quarterback play. I don't think he was awful. He definitely wasn't good. I have some issues with Statboy 2 points out we barely beat a MAC team. But that MAC team, I don't think they're that bad. Again, am I pleased with the performance? No. But that team did beat SEC school last year, did beat Pitt. However, I love the running game. Quarterback play was average at best. Again, going back to another team we were talking about, I don't think the receivers got open at all. All right? And you can't throw guys open all the time. Right? Defense was solid. I think the last drive where they gave up a touchdown was what they created. Turnovers. Everything's riding on this weekend, folks. We got Ole Miss. We got Kentucky. This reminds me of last year when all the hype was there for the South Carolina game and we got our butts kicked 31-6. I'm real nervous that that's going to happen again. But if not, and if we go in, beat Ole Miss for the second year in a row, it's going to be a fun podcast next week. I don't know what to say, but I'll be back on board. I'm not back on board yet. I've been heartbroken over and over and over and over again. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
The worst.
What's the worst, Tatum?
You know, I talked about it last week. You just screaming.
Yeah, well, this is a 2:30 game, so I don't know how that and it is what it is. It is what it is, okay? I'm still concerned, very much so, with the Kentucky football program. Again, I'm not going to let it ruin my Saturday. I didn't let it ruin my Saturday. We didn't play great, right? All right, I'm just saying.
But we were at a graduation party, so can't really get mad there.
Yes, you can. Anyway, okay? Last thing, college football, before we get into the NFL, we are going to do so Statboy 1, get ready. We're going to do our 3 main college conferences picks. So we've got SEC, we've got Big Ten, we have ACC. We could do the Big 12, but frankly, who cares? Okay, if you want to know my pick, I'll probably have Arizona State, but who cares, right? SEC. We got Georgia. And again, I know this is kind of cheating because we are 1 week behind, but my wife was saying we went too long last week, so I was trying to wrap it up. It's fine. It's fine. So we've got a little bit of a sneak preview. SEC. You want to say the SEC for last?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go Big Ten, okay? You're looking at Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, USC, UCLA, a bunch of other schools, but I just have given you the best ones. Who are you going with?
Oregon was good last year, but I feel like they played no good teams. I feel like they went undefeated. They had a good QB. Who was their QB?
That was Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel.
I should have let Statboy answer. Yeah.
Then, but yeah, they did pretty good last year. It's just they didn't really play that good. With the big teams, like they played a lot of small teams, not very good. But so I was gonna go with them, but like I think I'm gonna go Ohio State. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ohio State. So, yeah.
All right, and again, thank you, Statboy 1, Statboy 2. Statboy 1's 8 years old, and you know he's. They say the glaze is real for him, but again. But we're just, we're your mom wanted me to say that. It's calm down. You keep doing you, Statboy. All right, so Ohio State's a good pick, defending national champions. A lot of people are jumping on the Penn State bandwagon. I'm not. Okay, I got to see James Franklin do it. You could have said the same about Ryan Day last year, and then he went and did it. But I'm not sold on Penn State yet. And biggest reason I'm not sold on Drew Aller, their quarterback. If he plays really well, then yeah, they're probably going to win. I am going to go backwards, even though Oregon, they did win it last year. They should have probably played better in the college football playoff. I'm going to stick with Oregon. I just think they're when they're not the heavy favorite, I think they can sneak in there and kind of want to go off the beaten path here. So I'm going. I know, but they still got a ton of
I
talent.
feel like that's who was carrying them, really. If you think about it.
You're probably right, but my biggest reason for Oregon is I trust Dan Lanning more than I trust any coach.
Oh, their running back's pretty good, too.
Mm-hmm. So.
He went. I forgot.
You talking about the one from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the Oakland's old running backs. So, yeah, we will. I'm going to go. So, Stat Boy, we won. We have Tatum, Big Ten. We have Ohio State, Dad, Oregon. Okay? Staying away from Penn State, James Franklin. You got to show me something. All right. Moving on to the ACC. To me, this is a two-horse race between Miami and Clemson. You also have Louisville. You also have Florida State. Am I missing anybody that I think is going to be a contender? I don't think so. Definitely not North Carolina. Definitely not North Carolina State. Definitely not Duke. Boston College, Georgia Tech. Yeah, so of the teams I just mentioned, Miami, Clemson, where are we going?
I'm really leaning on Florida or Miami.
Florida State?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just think they got really good hype, and that's what keeps them going. They did really good. But you also got to think Miami, they're getting better this year. They've had two really good quarterbacks over the years, Cam Ward and Carson Beck now. So yeah, I don't know yet. Who do you think?
I'm going opposite of you. You take first pick.
Clemson?
Are you going Miami?
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Miami.
Go Miami. I like that pick. Stat Boy.
Miami Tatum, and then Dad.
And I will take Clemson. I don't love it, but I also don't love Miami. Again, this team here on the blanket and Louisville, two least favorite teams that we'll talk about, except Duke and basketball. We'll get to that later. But watch out for Louisville sneaking up. I think their schedule's very favorable for them to make a run. Shouldn't have lost to Stanford last year. That kind of killed them with the college football playoff and going from there and winning the ACC, trying to win the ACC. But watch out for Louisville. But I will go with Clemson to win that league as they have so many times. All right. So that concludes our college football talk. And we'll now be transferring over to the NFL.
You just forget.
What do you mean?
We got SEC.
Oh!
I think we got one more division.
Which one?
Colorado's, maybe?
We're not doing Big 12. I've already said that.
Oh, yeah.
SEC. Okay. Go ahead, Tatum. Georgia. Alabama. LSU.
Not Alabama.
Not Alabama. Does Florida sneak back up? Because, they used to be good.
They're
Does
pretty
Tennessee make a run? Auburn. Is Auburn for real? They played well last week. They beat Baylor.
So Tennessee's
Ole Miss is an option. Go ahead.
Tennessee's, I think, going to do better. A lot of teams, I think, are going to get better this year, better than they did last year. Like Auburn, yeah, they did. They even did good, real good last year. And then you got Georgia, no. Alabama, no. LSU, maybe. There's a chance.
You going LSU? They look legit.
I'm just saying they got a chance of going somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They are legit.
Texas.
Do you trust Arch Manning? That's going to come down to Texas.
I don't know. So, I don't know.
I know. Now, it's not the popular pick. It's going old school. I'm going back, again, same premise as nobody's really talking about them. They are ranked top 5. I'm going Georgia. I trust Kirby Smart. He is the highest paid coach in the country for a reason. I think that last year was an anomaly. I think that... so the wife is celebrating my pick. I don't know why. So right here, even though she claims all these different
She
schools.
likes every team. She likes every team in the SEC, ACC. It's bad.
But
So she's doing this over here.
Stat Boy just pointed out South Carolina as a possibility.
Yep.
No. 9-3 last year. Beat Clemson. Impressed with them. Can't stand their coach. Least favorite coach in college football. D-O-R-K. Okay? Dork. He's corny. He's a loser.
You
I
call
hate
everybody
losing
a
to
dork.
it. No, I don't.
You call me a dork.
You are a dork. He is the worst. He's the absolute worst. When he sang to his wife after they beat somebody last year, that was the lamest thing I've ever seen. We do not pull for South Carolina. Well, he can, but we don't like South Carolina. All right, just solely because their coach got good players, have had really good teams. Respect Steve Spurrier, but anyway, Stat Boy, Georgia Bulldogs. My pick to win the SEC. Tatum, I need you to pick somebody.
I might go with LSU.
I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. Especially, again, are we kind of cheating? Yes, because we've already seen him at least one game. Don't forget Barryon Brown, who should have caught or did catch that one ball. So, former Kentucky player from Nashville.
All right, Stat Boy. I'm going LSU.
Stat Boy, he's going LSU to win the SEC. Okay? All right, so now we're going to roll into NFL predictions and some storylines. But first, Tatum, we got to get to our sponsor, our mailbag, as well as our trivia. Did not get to do our trivia. We're going to learn to actually turn the comments on YouTube this week. Shout out to you, those of you that said, hey, I want to play trivia. I can't turn on the comments. So we'll get back.
You said you turned them on, but you didn't.
I thought I did. This is week 2. Last week was week 1. All right, we're learning. We're learning, folks. All right. So, Tatum, tell us about our second sponsor, On the Move.
On the Move. Yeah, that's my uncle's company. I think he's been doing it pretty much since he was like 18. He used to drive everywhere, but now he doesn't. He just sends guys. Yeah, they go really anywhere. But you have to leave from like Nashville, Manchester, somewhere like that. And they'll take you anywhere, you know, if you can't find anywhere. On the Moves.
All right, so On the Move, moving and storage. Again, fun fact, they've maybe moved Taylor Swift before. Been in business, well, actually, before I say that, go read the reviews if you don't trust us, okay? Go read the reviews. You're not going to find a bad one. So if you need a moving company, On the Move, storage, moving and storage, okay? Another fun fact, they've been in business for 20 years, 2005, since 2005, which brings us to our trivia question. Number 1, let's go back to last week's. You can answer question 1 and then question 2. So last week's question was, which Super Bowl had the highest point total combined? Okay, which Super Bowl had the highest point total combined? That was question 1. That was it from last week. We forgot to turn the comments on, or maybe I just didn't know how. We'll try and do better this week. Number 2, On the Move storage, moving and storage, 2005. Since 2005, which team won March Madness, the national championship in basketball, in 2005? Okay, that is our trivia question for week 2. Which team won the national championship in basketball 2005? Part 2 of that question, if it's too easy for you, all right, is name 3 starters from that team. Name 3 starters from that team. First one to answer it in the comments, answer question 1 and 2, is our winner for week 2. So make sure you are getting those answers quick. Do not Google. Do not Google. Don't be a cheater in life. Okay. We got one question this week in our mailbag, in our anonymous mailbag. If you want to give us some show topic ideas or just have questions for us, we have had a couple questions this week. We're going to answer this one this week, and I need to ask the show's creator and founder, Tatum, what this week's answer will be. All right, so this week's question, Tatum, this is from the mailbag. If you have any questions, go to Instagram, Click on that link tree. You can see our YouTube channel as well as a form to fill out any questions that you may have for us. Anyway, the question is, are you ever going to talk about any baseball on the podcast?
Sometimes. Really, any sports. If there's not like football or basketball on, yeah, I'll talk about any sport. Are we talking about it? We might be.
What's that?
Baseball.
Not today. No. When he gets closer to the World
Alright,
Series.
yeah.
But again, so there's our question of the week. Are we talking baseball? Once we again, some of the, this is a sports podcast, folks. However, we're in a great time. Football's back, but when we get to like April, May, June, July, it's gonna be tough. Okay, it's gonna be tough to come up with some show ideas. I've got some ideas. My wife don't like them. It's fine. We want to rank restaurants. We want to have brackets. All right, well, other stuff besides just sports. We're not just sticking to sports. Okay, so let's get to NFL picks. All right, first before we get to game by game.
Just Super Bowl, right?
We're going to do, before we get to this week, we're going to do who's going to win the AFC, who's going to win the NFC, who's going to meet in the Super Bowl, who's going to win the Super Bowl. Tatum, take it away.
So, yeah, we did NFL conferences.
The
right?
divisions.
Divisions.
Yep.
We did that last week, and I still don't know my conferences or divisions. I need to start learning them. So.
Okay.
I don't
All right, so let's do this then, Tatum. Who do we think? So we got the Chiefs and the Eagles that played last year. Who do we think is going to be a repeat of that? Some people are picking. Do we think Lamar Jackson finally makes the move? Do we think Josh Allen finally makes the move? Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow. Are the 49ers, are they back? Are the Buccaneers back? Do they make a move? Who do you think has a chance? Stat Boy likes Commanders. I don't know. So, all right. So give me two teams, and I'll tell you if they're AFC or NFC.
So, yeah, Eagle. I'm going. My top three is what I'm probably going. Top four is basically all my dad said. Ravens, Eagles, Chiefs, or
Bills.
No, Ravens, Eagles, Chiefs.
Buccaneers,
No.
Bengals, Bills.
Hold on.
Bengals,
Ravens,
Bills, Commanders.
I don't know. I'll believe it.
All right. So if the Ravens and Chiefs met in the AFC Championship, who's winning? And that's going to be your
Ravens and
AFC
Chiefs.
pick. Does Lamar finally get over the hump and get to his first Super Bowl?
I'm going to say Ravens.
Ravens.
Chiefs. I think just, Chiefs were going to have a three-peat last year. Obviously did not. They had it, and then, I don't know, they still did really good. I think they'll definitely make it to some, like a Final Four. I think, they're still going to be good, better than decent, just not the Super Bowl. And then you got probably the best duo, like I talked about, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. They're really good. You got Lamar Jackson really good at throwing, and really good at running the ball. So can't really. And then you got Derrick Henry with running the ball. Dude, he's just an athlete.
So the Chiefs maybe getting a little bit older. We'll see, if they still run the AFC. I'm going to say you like the Eagles in the NFC because that's the only NFC team you picked. Okay? So are you going, let's go Ravens and Eagles? Okay? All right. So Ravens, Eagles for Tatum. I like those picks. I'm not going to say it's a make or break year for Lamar, but it's kind of like if you don't do it this year, man, come on. I'm rooting for you. But, all right, so I'm going to go a little off the beaten path here. I'm going to go Buccaneers in the NFC. That is a homer pick.
What the?
But I think their schedule's favorable. I think they're going to win the NFC South for the bajillionth year in a row. And then I'm also going to go Josh Allen and the Bills.
Ooh.
They get over
did
the
good.
Chiefs. And he's another one just like Lamar Jackson that'll finally be able to get over the Kansas City Chief hump. Okay, so you've got Ravens, Eagles. Who wins that game?
I'm gonna go. Ravens do got a chance. They both got a chance. You decide first.
Are the Bucks Bills?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go Bills win over the Buccaneers.
Did the Bucks get new players? Like good
Well,
players?
no, but they got
You act them like when
again.
have they been
Baker
good?
Mayfield keeps getting better and better.
But he's hurt.
It's fine. Mike Evans is still there. It's a homer pick. I'll say it's a homer pick. But I don't trust the Lions. The Commanders, offensive line, don't trust them. Who else is good in the NFC? This is really banking on the Eagles falling apart. I think the Eagles are the best team. However, it's tough to repeat even in the NFC. Watch out for the Rams. But again, the NFC and the way that you're looking at the Buccaneers getting home field advantage throughout the playoffs, except Philadelphia.
The Vikings did really pretty good at our preseason game
Yeah,
we went to.
against
They
the Titans.
did. Don't trust the Vikings to make it that far because of brand new quarterback. All right. So again, Ravens, Eagles, Super Bowl. Who's winning it?
Ravens.
Ravens beat the Eagles according
Just
to Tatum.
because what you said, it's hard to get repeats.
Very hard.
Very hard. Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to do week 1. We're just going to do pick 'em. We will, again, this is not a gambling podcast, folks. We're not going to talk. We'll talk spreads, but we don't condone sports gambling, okay? We're not doing that. But we will discuss it for our viewers at home. But as far as Stat Boy and what he's doing, it will just be pick 'ems, okay? And NFL's hard. I found that out the hard way many times. Luckily, I'm not. I could have Stat Boy keep our records. If he wants to, he can, but it's probably not going to be very good. All right, so Thursday night, NFL's back. Before we get to the game, what is Jerry Jones doing?
Who's Jerry Jones?
Cowboys owner, Micah Parsons.
Michael Parsons. That's a really bad trade, too.
Yeah,
You know.
there's some stuff going around on the internet that you can do these trade simulators on Madden, and it got denied on Madden. 2 first-round picks. Jerry Jones sell a team again. I mentioned this and talked about this a lot last week. Micah Parsons may be the best defensive player in the league, and you just let him go. I don't know what's going on, but it makes the Packers. Watch out for the Packers in the NFC. Makes them legit
Who did
Super
they
Bowl
get?
contender.
Who did Dallas get?
2 first-round picks, draft picks.
Who?
Well, they don't know yet. They're for next year's draft or next couple years.
Oh, so they're going to get the pick.
And Jerry Jones said, hey, we can get some Pro Bowl players with these picks. Yeah, you had a Pro Bowl player. You had the best player on defense in the NFL. Anyway, that brings us to our first week. All right, Seth, you ready? That brings us to our first game, Thursday night. We've got Cowboys versus the Eagles. Eagles favored 7.5. Tatum's taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles not only to win, but to cover big time. Going to be a tough road for the Cowboys. Again, Brian Schottenheimer, no clue who that is as their head coach. He may be great, but I'm concerned if I'm Cowboys. But you've been concerned. It's been an absolute disaster for almost 30 years, okay?
So, yeah, you've been watching this Dallas Cowboys documentary, and I just don't know why you watch it so much. Is it popular?
Very popular. Very popular. Again, Tatum, I know it's hard for you going back to Alabama and you growing up being in the dynasty. The Cowboys were the it team when I was your age. Now they have struggled for a long time. Okay, so it's just a little bit nostalgia for me. Anyway,
Dak's playing this year.
Dak is playing. Can't get hurt. Then Friday night. So we got games Thursday and Friday.
Maybe Sunday.
And a lot of them on Sunday. Chiefs at the Chargers. Chiefs at the Chargers. They are
Chiefs.
favored by 3.5. I am also going to go Chiefs.
That boy, Chiefs.
Again, Tatum said last week, Justin Herbert need to be on high alert because he's no longer single. He's got a new girlfriend. Is he going to have the same, skill? You said people need to be single if you're an NFL quarterback. Whatever. All right. Moving on. We got Bengals at the Browns. Bengals are favored 5.5 pounds. 5.5 pounds. 5.5 points. Bengals, both for Tatum and me.
That's also a really good duo. Jamar Chase and I can't think of his name.
T. Higgins or Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase. Great duo too. Probably another one of the best in the NFL right now. Of course, we pass that all the time to go to Cincinnati Reds games, and they were having camp whenever we went. So
yeah, the one day we're there, we could have went to camp, and they didn't have it that day. Anyway,
they also got Trey Henderson, like we talked about last week.
Oh yeah.
signed a big deal for Trey Henderson, so that definitely helps their defense, which has struggled. All right. We have Giants at Commanders. Commanders favored by 6.
Commanders. I think Jaden Daniels is going to do great this year. Well, not great. Better than he did. So, yeah.
Yeah, Giants are in trouble.
Giants.
Not really sure what's going on at quarterback.
I feel like last year, I feel like the Giants were worse than the Titans.
Well, it came down to the final game.
I don't know how. They were the second worst.
So, yeah, really, really bad there. Okay? Commanders.
Commanders.
So, Commanders minus 6. Stat boy, you're up. You come pick for me.
What?
Take the next one, Tatum.
Hold on. Texas? No. Can't read his paper. Panthers versus Jags. Jags favored by 3.5 points. I think Trevor Lawrence is back, so I think we're gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Jaguars. You can write that down.
Stat boy 2, watch out.
I think P-Rake.
P-break. Maybe not.
What I was talking about, Dad, I was talking about.
Maybe it just got too hot in here. I don't know.
Panthers, Jags, favored by 3.5 points.
Did you already do Texans, Rams?
Nope.
Okay, that's
I
right.
could have read your paper.
Sorry.
Your paper was.
Giants at Commanders. We both picked the Commanders.
You got the worst word.
Huh?
You got the worst spelling.
Anyway, so Jaguars, Panthers at Jags. Who do you have? Jaguars are favored 3.5.
Jaguars.
Travis Hunter, Trevor Lawrence. I'm actually going to take the Panthers on this one. I think this is going to be a big year for Bryce Young.
Yeah, I think that too. Bryce Young, he's gonna do better also. But I just actually forgot that Travis Hunter is with the Jags. Is he gonna be QB? Is he gonna be a wide receiver? Don't know. But I think Trevor Lawrence is back. I think he's back from his injury, from that hard knockout from one of the Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Texans, Rams. Rams favored by 2.5.
I'm gonna say Texans.
All right.
They come out hot every year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they come out hot every year. Stat boy cheering really hard right now. Loves them.
I'm going to go Rams. I think this is a big year for the Rams.
Yeah.
I've got Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford will play, so that's going to be big. Moving on, we have Raiders at Patriots. Patriots are favored by 2.5.
I'm gonna go Raiders. Didn't they get a new player?
Rams.
Didn't they get a new?
Geno Smith.
Yeah, Geno Smith. I think their quarterback. I thought that he was pretty popular. Their quarterback.
Drake May.
Stafford.
You're thinking the Rams. Patriots was Drake May. Really good rookie year.
Raiders.
Geno Smith.
No, there. Oh.
Who was their Owen Phoenix?
Oh, Aiden O'Connell.
Maybe. Yeah. I have no clue, to be honest with you. I thought it was
Just whoever it was, they were pretty good. But Geno Smith, he did a heck of a job for the
Geno Smith's old team, Stat Boy.
somebody had their Russell Wilson's jersey. Seahawks.
Yeah.
He did a heck of a job for the Seahawks. Our brains aren't processing anymore.
It's all good.
For anybody, Stat Boy. Us.
It's all good. We're winding down here. All right, so I've got you took the Raiders, Pete Carroll's first game as a coach. I'm going to go Patriots because of Mike Vrabel.
Oh, yeah, I did forget about that.
It's all good.
Okay.
All right.
Titans,
You want to do this one last? No, we don't need to do last.
Titans versus Broncos.
Before we make our pick on this one, -7.5 Broncos. This one could get ugly.
What do you mean -7? Like,
So
Titans
this
are gonna
means
win?
that the Broncos are favored by 7.5 points. Okay?
I mean, I don't know.
I know. It's going to be bad for the Titans. Broncos probably about 14 plus. Bo Nix, I think.
Yeah, Bo Nix.
Sean McVay, I think they're going to roll here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Broncos, too, just because of Bo Nix. And they did good last year, too. So, yeah. And then, yeah, favored by 7.5. So, yeah.
Next game, we have 49ers are favored 2.5 over the Seahawks.
I'm going to go 49ers just because of their QB and their running back.
Christian McCaffrey is back from injury.
And then their running back.
Deebo Samuel is now on the Commanders, so keep that in mind.
George Kittle's pretty good.
George Kittle's still
Oh,
around.
yeah, George Kittle.
Could be a rough year for the Seahawks. I can't remember who they're starting at quarterback, but it's someone new.
It's not good.
Stat Boy 2, look up who the Seahawks starting quarterback is. I'm going to take the 49ers as well, Stat Boy 1.
And then we got Steelers, Lions versus who, Dad?
Sam Darnold, Seahawks, okay.
Who? Lions versus who?
Packers.
Oh, Packers.
Lions at Packers.
I'm gonna go Lions. Just you got Jared Goff. You got Jared Goff, and then you got Amara St. Brown. They're just heck of a team. They always go far. They've been going far, pretty good in the playoffs.
Got upset by the Commanders last year. Very, very disappointing. But I'm going to go Packers here. I think the Packers are legit. Steelers at Jets. Very interesting storyline here. You've got Aaron Rodgers, who was with the Jets last year. You've got Justin Fields, who was with the Steelers last year. And now, I'm going Jets. I still believe in Justin Fields. I think their problems were Chicago problems. His problems were Chicago problems. I said it last week. I'm going Jets.
Justin,
Go ahead, Steph.
or Devontae Adams did not do that good last year on the Jets.
He is now with the Rams. I still trust Garrett Wilson. I'm going Jets.
So I think I'm gonna go Jets because of Justin Field, and he's not real popular, but he's my friend's second cousin, Alan Lazard.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good, but he just doesn't have much, He don't have, nobody really knows him yet, but, he got really good.
All right. Moving on, just a couple more, and we've got to wrap up fast for our hour time limit. We have Cardinals at Saints. Don't need to say a lot on this one, Tatum. The Saints are awful. I'm going Cardinals.
Saints, poor Matthew Rice.
Buccaneers at Falcons. I'm worried a little bit about the Falcons. I'm going Buccaneers. They're favored by 2.5.
I'm going by Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
What's with the Buccaneers going good? this year.
I'm telling you, this is our year. Dolphins at Colts.
Dolphins at Colts.
Two bad football teams. I'm going to take the Dolphins, even though I don't like Mike McDaniel. The Colts are an absolute disaster. But shout out to Daniel Jones for sticking with it now as an NFL starting quarterback. Dolphins, Colts.
Dolphins.
Last one, Monday Night Football. Vikings at Bears. Caleb Williams. It's time.
This is hard.
It's time.
I think it's his second year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time to shine. You know, last year, his rookie year, he did great. Yeah.
Who you got? Vikings,
He
Bears.
didn't do great, but he did pretty good for a rookie.
Again, not a lot of weapons.
I don't know. Because you had J.J. McCarthy, I think, on the Vikings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Justin Jefferson. I don't know, because they're new quarterback, but then you also got J.J. McCarthy and Justin Jefferson. I think I'm gonna go Vikings. Just because they don't really. Bears are really good too. Well, not really good, but for that game, I think
Should be a good environment. Monday Night Football.
good.
Vikings on the road. First time
tight
quarterback.
game.
Go ahead, Statboy.
Tough Thanksgiving game last year against the Lions. That touchdown throw, he just didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Their quarterback.
Yeah, I'm going Bears here just because it's at home. I think J.J. McCarthy struggles first ever NFL start. Tatum, that's all we got for episode 2. Take us out.
Thank you, folks, for watching. Like, subscribe. Thank y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Subscribe to the Instagram. Follow the Instagram as well. At Shut It Down Sports on Instagram.
Have a good one.
Technical difficulties. It's fine. We can keep talking. You know we can keep talking
Yep.
all day long.
Did you get all of them?
Yeah.
Sweet on to me, come on, rock it time.